What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have another playtest video, another try on, and it is my first time trying a pair of New Balance boots. I want to give a huge shout out to New Balance for sending these out to me. We got the Furon Elite FG V8, so like the newest New Balance speed boot. But before I get into trying these on and opening them and just seeing how they feel on my feet, have you guys subscribed yet? I'm pretty sure like 10% of you are actually subscribed that watch my videos, so it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below what cleats or boots you guys want to see me test. But with that being said, let's get these bad boys open. And if you haven't seen the unboxing video already, we got the blackouts, well, blackout, gold, white trim. These, honestly, they look very sick, and you guys know, if you've watched my videos, I don't really go for blackout boots, but these actually just, I think it's the gold that does it for me. And the New Balance logo is black, white, so it's not a fully blackout boot. So that's what's making it a little better for me. But needless to say, these on hand feel very nice. Like I said in the unboxing video, I'm very excited to see how the fit is, as far as like if it's true to size, and how they fit on feet, because this upper kind of reminds me of almost like a version of a grip knit that the Vapors and the Superflies have, just because it's so malleable. I mean, look at that. There's literally like, my white foot's gonna be so nice in this. My white foot, not my fat foot. But all right, I have no doubt these are gonna just slip on like a glove. Yep. Oh yeah, that is nice. Okay, so first impressions as far as fit, I got these in a size 10.5. I asked for a size 10.5 because I wasn't too sure about how sizing worked in these. So size 10.5, I believe a size UK 10. There's a little bit of room in the toe box, but I think if I were to have gone a half size down, they might have been a little too tight around my foot here, but also that might have been able to be fixed just like with break-in time, because I mean, once your boot is broken into, they expand a little bit just kind of to how your foot is. But yeah, there's a little bit of room at the top. I think I could have probably gotten away with going half a size down, although these 10.5s, first impressions on my feet, they still feel very nice. That upper is just straight out the bat, it's so comfortable. Oh wow, yeah, that is, oh, these are light, I think. And don't get me wrong, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure my boy SR4U Josh made a video about the lightest boots, and these were the lightest of what's in the market right now. And I definitely feel that. I also definitely didn't expect the New Balance boot to be one of the lightest. I don't mean that in any bad way at all. I just haven't ever tried on a pair of New Balance boots, but so far, I mean, they feel very nice. The studs, wow. I'm walking around in them, and I'm telling you right now, these studs are aggressive. I'm gonna call them like Tesla shaped studs, because they're T-shaped. Tesla's logo is a T. That's the only reason why I'm doing that. No correlation between the two brands. But yeah, these, I can definitely feel the good traction under my feet. Obviously I'm on an AG pitch, but on an FG pitch, I feel like these would feel so nice. While I'm walking, I'm feeling some really good padding up here in my toe box. The space in my toe box is actually really nice, just because, and I can't believe I'm saying this, because I always say I really like my boots like to my foot, but as I'm stepping down, the material on the upper is just so malleable that it honestly doesn't feel like there's any pressure points at all on my foot. The only pressure points I am getting right now are from the studs, the sole plate. This stud in particular, I believe this is called the speed control stud. So this is specifically meant for these speed boots. Yeah, this upper is nice. Let's get first touch in with the ball. Let's see how they feel. All right, first touch. That feels clean. That feels very clean. Oh, wow. Yeah, so a good comparison that I think to make with the upper is the one I've already made with the Nike Vapor and Superfly grip knit upper. Although this upper isn't as grippy as the Vapors or the Superfly, it is definitely a lot more, it feels more like a thin material rather than like a knitted material, which is, if that's what you're looking for, honestly, like these are so nice. Yeah, like there's not an insane amount of grip at the top of them. Like I showcased in the unboxing video, there is a little bit of grip right here in like your striking area, but I mean, I haven't let's hit it to see to see how it feels. That was a decent goal. I mean, that connection felt very solid. I don't really think there's an insane difference. Now you might be thinking, Jose, what kind of fit are you wearing right now? What kind of diabolical black boots, white socks, black leggings are you wearing right now? Leave me alone. The white socks are specifically only for the thumbnail. I didn't want to bring any black socks with me. Also, peep the kit. Fire, shout out Equip Studios. All right, let's maneuver a little bit more with these just to kind of feel the studs, which honestly, they're so aggressive. I have no doubt these will do perfectly fine on a FG surface. If anything, the sole plate to upper combination is a little weird to me. I say that because the sole plate itself is very aggressive and responsive, which is what you want in a speed boot, because you want to be able to make quick turns, make a quick sprint. Compared to the super soft upper that it has, do not get me wrong, the upper is absolutely, like, it's amazing. It feels so nice around my foot, but I'm getting a very weird combination of aggressiveness, but not as much lockdown as I would like in an upper for a speed boot, for me to make like that quick turn. And basically what I mean by that is I'm feeling a little bit of slippage, or just there isn't as much lockdown as I would like with the very aggressive sole plate. This is also my very first pair of boots that have a diagonal lacing system like these do. As you can see, they're not straight down the middle of your foot. They go at an angle, increasing your striking surface on your foot. Honestly, it feels very nice striking the ball, having that much striking surface. Although I am gonna say, I think the laces start a little too high. Having them just a little bit lower to get more lockdown, especially in this area, would be pretty nice to include. Although, as you guys know, I love like a knitted sock, just like how these provide. They already provide a nice to your foot feel before you even tie the laces. The laces are there to give you a better feel of lockdown, or to, let's say, customize your lockdown. If you want a tighter boot, tie your laces tighter. A looser boot, don't tie them as tight, which is a nice commodity to have. Heel area so far seems to be pretty good. It is a little bit squishy than what I'm used to comparing them to other boots. As I've said before, this is my first pair of New Balance boots, so I'm not really too sure how to really compare them to other New Balance boots. So this is a very raw first impressions of New Balance cleats. But for a speed boot at this weight, Woohoo! It's a jersey. For a speed boot at this weight, providing this amount of comfort is actually pretty satisfying. I know, like, for example, the F50s, these I'm pretty sure are lighter than the F50s. The F50s, they're a very, very good boot, but they are also very, very sturdy, firm. Like, the upper is very firm. With these, the upper is just so soft, and it gives a really good out of the box feeling because you don't really have to worry about any pressure points coming from the upper. Hey, most of these are going on target. That's always a plus. But I'm trying to compare them to other speed boots, specifically the Mercurial the Vapor and the Superfly, because I feel like those kind of go hand in hand with these almost, just because they almost feel the same. But like I said, this upper feels more like a synthetic layer rather than a knit layer, like I said. But honestly, let me know what you guys think down in the comments as far as looks. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not really the biggest fan of a blackout boot or a black boot, just because when it gets to summertime and it's hot, my feet are gonna be burning. These are growing on me though. It's really nice, I ain't gonna lie. Let's take a couple more free kicks and I'll give you my final thoughts. So these studs are very aggressive, but as far as how they feel on an AG pitch, honestly, they're not as aggressive as I thought they were gonna feel. I'm kind of just really comparing them to the Under Armour Shadow Elite 3s, because those are probably the most aggressive boots that I've worn in a minute. These are a little bit more forgiving than those. Still very aggressive though. Okay, needless to say, I think the biggest takeaway I've gotten so far from just wearing them for the past 20-30 minutes is that the upper is very comfortable and the sole plate is very aggressive. It's a very weird combination, but honestly, if the upper was just a little bit more stable, but at the same time, that kind of takes away from the actual comfort and malleableness, if that's a word, from the upper. I don't really know if I would want them to change that, because the upper feels so nice around my toes. That just straight up hit my shin. Top right. So for this being my first ever pair of New Balance boots, one, I want to start off by saying a huge thank you to New Balance for sending me these to play in, to test, to have on my feet. Very grateful. Thank you so much. Send me like 10 more. I'll take them. But for them to be my first ever pair of New Balance boots I've ever had on my feet, honestly, I'm very surprised into how good they are. I was not expecting for them to feel the way they do, especially with this meshed upper. It's just so comfortable. One, they look clean. Gold on black, white on black. New Balance is high-key cooking with these. The white ones also look, the white or the gold on white, and I think it's white on white or whatever. But my rating on these is going to be a solid, drum roll please, 7.8 out of 10. These are very, very nice boots. I think the weirdest bit for me is the very aggressive stud pattern, or just sole plate, because this is very responsive and it's so nice for a speed boot. Partnered with the upper that's just so soft, it almost gives like you step and your foot just kind of goes like that, but the sole plate stays because it's so aggressive and your foot moves. I haven't tried these on with grip socks yet. That might actually change with grip socks, but other than that, these boots, like didn't know what to expect with New Balance. They are absolutely cooking with these. I ain't gonna lie. That upper is just so malleable and soft around my feet. Honestly, the only pressure point that I felt was the same pressure point I feel in mostly all the boots that I wear, and it's this stud right here, and that might just be because of my foot shape. But apart from that, honestly, New Balance, top tier. Good stuff. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever tried on New Balance boots, and if you haven't, I recommend these. If you like a very snug fit to your foot, I might recommend going half a size down, but the best thing to do is always to try them on in store if you have that opportunity. You're true to size, you're half a size down, you're half a size up. At the end of the day, it also just depends on how you like to wear your boots. And also, have you subscribed yet? Like I said, there's like 10% of you, not even, probably like 6% of you that actually watch my videos that are subscribed. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button. I love making these videos. These videos wouldn't be possible without you guys. So huge thank you to you guys as well. Make sure you like the video, turn on bell notifications so you know when my videos go live and you're able to see them right away, like that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. I thought I had a boot in my hand.